introducing the Hold Tight Sew Along. This Sew Along is part of a blog series, 4-week blog series on SharonHollandDesigns.com, where I will have companion material to go along with the Hold Tight quilt pattern that you see behind me. Now the pattern is available for purchase on my website in my shop, and it's also available at the Fat Quarter shop. Look for the Hold Tight quilt pattern. Fat Quarter shop also has kits for the colorway that you see on the front of the pattern. The pattern is a PDF download. So you'll want to go ahead and get the pattern, and the Sew Along starts March 20th to April 10th, but these videos and the companion blog posts will be up indefinitely, so you can always come back and look at the tutorial information, the tips and tricks for working with all these colors and getting the transparency effects that you see where the balloons overlap, and also sewing with curves. The very first week, we're going to be talking about color. And since this is such a major feature with this quilt, and you could use up to 20 different fabrics, like you see in this one here. This is my second Hold Tight quilt that I've made. The first one was given as a baby gift, and I no longer have this in my possession, so I needed to make another quilt for this Sew Along. So I started with a completely new color palette from scratch, and the first blog post helps you talk you through how to work with the transparency effects, how to mix colors, how to work with color relationships, all the fabrics that I'm using in my quilts. And since this one is pieced and spray basted, ready to be quilted, I'm going to be starting a third quilt with a completely new color palette. And that one I'm going to use mood board inspiration to draw from. But all the fabrics that I'm using in all of my Hold Tight quilts come from Art Gallery Fabrics. They have a phenomenal selection of solids, and in May they're going to be adding 9 or 10 additional solids to this, getting nearly 100. These are called pure solids. Find them at Art Gallery Fabrics. And here's some samples of some of them. Oh, I have my stash that I can work from and pull from. So on first week, we're going to be working with trying to come up with interesting color palettes. I have done some samples of using watercolors to mix colors, and we'll talk you through mixing colors and understanding color relationships. It's a great exercise, even if you don't sew. It's a great exercise. You can incorporate this information in your own art, in your home decorating. Your color is used everywhere and anywhere, so to have this information is invaluable. Please check out my other videos. On week 1, I'll have 3 more videos to talk about cutting out your templates and your shapes. A third video and third video has 2 parts. Third video on pinning your pieces, sewing curves, pressing, trimming your box to square them up. And you can access that information at any time. You can access this from the very first blog post. So if you want to sew ahead. And please refer back to the blog post, because during the event I will have weekly giveaways from my sponsors. My sponsors include Fat Quarter Shop, who will be giving away bundles of Art Gallery Fabrics pure solids. I have Dritz Sewing, where I have a wonderful array of their notions from the template plastic that I recommend, marking tools, fun notions that you're going to find very useful in your sewing. And Hobbs Batting is another sponsor, because of course when we get to this point where you're going to be wanting to put your quilt together, you're going to need some batting. So I have some recommendations. I love their Tuscany brand. I love their Polydown. There's some great products that they have. So what you want to do is, if you're following along during the event, make sure when you post to Instagram that you use the official hashtag Hold Tight Sew Along. Check my blog. It'll have all this information, and what that does is it puts your name into the pool, and for our weekly drawings will be drawn from Instagram. I can't wait to see what you guys make. There's so many possibilities this quilt. You could do dark backgrounds, light balloons, the transparency. I mean, it's endless as far as the color combinations you can do. So I will see you March 20th, and I hope you enjoy the videos.